Welcome to the Rebirth channel, ready to witness a series of jaw-dropping, unfortunate moments. Turns out that I'm blindfolded, and there's this chilling sound of knives sharpening, like I'm about to be executed on the spot. As my blindfold was removed, black-clad men surrounded me, poised for emergency surgery. Help. No, seriously, help me. Wait, I have no clue what they are planning. This totally ticked off the boss. Just as he thought about ending me, my memory crystal popped up. Surprise, my host used to be a top assassin. He was busy resolving employer problems until he fell for the boss girl. Watching her get beat up, he decided it was time to make a run for it. Right before taking off, he conveniently swiped the boss 10 billion and was got flat-footed by the boss goons. In a flash, I've morphed into a top assassin, taking down all the henchmen in 10 seconds flat. Looking at my dashing face, daydreaming of living lavishly with that beauty and 10 billion, I revved up my motorcycle and zoomed off. Boss heard about my little escape and sent the hounds after me. Subtitles: a horde of assassins immediately surrounded me, yet my body is equipped with top-tier specs. Not only did I pull off a smooth escape, I counterattacked like a pro, but they just kept coming. I got cornered in a major shopping center and managed to leap into an elevator, launching myself into a pool on the rooftop of another building. The boss and his assassins could only watch me coolly slip away, guided by my host's memories. I swiftly made my way to the lighthouse situated at the dock, where the boss woman had already been waiting impatiently. Upon seeing me, she excitedly threw herself into my arms. Then she asked where I hid the cash, and once again, I was face to face with death. Death mocked me, calling me a fool, barely escaping only to be someone else's sacrifice and ultimately getting killed by my love. But I'm not going down without a fight. I've hidden a map of where the treasure is, and only I know where it is. I'll track down that 10 billion and escape from your cell. Turns out, the cash isn't even in the boat, and I'm the only one who knows. With a gunshot, I entered my 6th life, and would you believe it? I'm a prisoner now. And get this, I run into the guy who smashed my head with a brick in my last life. Seeing red, I knocked him down with one punch and proceeded to unleash a flurry of kicks and punches. The other inmates rushed to intervene, warning me not to mess with this psycho, or I wouldn't sleep or wink at night. And out at letter 3ca plus or minus e circumflex die a tilde divided by pound sign turn direct reflex a quarter a 3 o amount do amount vedi cyrillic letter 4 ab pound copyright I they amount letter 3ca. They had no idea. This guy had a penchant for bullying at school, yet inwardly he was a total chicken, trembling with fear at the mere sight of me. He kept begging for mercy, and the other inmates realized they'd been fooled, joining in to give him a good beatdown. Just then, the memory crystals upped into my brain. Turns out the previous owner of this body was a fighter. With family issues and his mom drowning in debt, he was forced to take the rap for 2 rich kids. Thought he'd get probation, but during the trial, the judge heard the girl had died suddenly. He was the perpetrator. He got a 2-year sentence, ending his fighting career, so he threatened to expose everything unless he got 10 times the payoff. After processing the old host's memories, I realized these rich kids could be trouble. Sure enough, the next morning, a prisoner aimed a chainsaw at me. I dodged just in time, and the chainsaw bounced back, splattering all over him. Talk about instant karma. I thought it was a fluke until the next second I was surrounded. Turns out, they paid a fortune to take me out. That night, the rich kid tried to sneak up on me, but I caught him right in the act. I asked him how much it hurt to get slapped, and he started sweating buckets. Kid's safe space is always behind mom's legs. He was scared stupid and ran off crying. By the time I got out, he was still paranoid, doomed to live in regret and fear forever. Out of prison, the rich kid's lawyer approached me with a 10 billion hush money offer. I turned it down flat. I didn't want anything to do with them. I scoffed at that spare change. I've got 100 billion waiting for me. I flat out refused, saying let's put this to rest, but the lawyer thought I was being greedy. I quickly located the hidden treasure of 100 billion based on my past life's memories. I prepped to split the cash into 2, one stash at the mall and the other for my host's mom, only to be ambushed out of nowhere. It was the father of the girl the rich kid killed, and he was ready to take another swing. Right when he was about to strike, he heard footsteps and he had to bolt. The new arrival was a body from prison, but not there to save me. He was a hired gun from the rich kid. I didn't even get a word out before he slapped me around, and just like that, I was face to face with death again. After dying 7 times, I finally met my first love again, but now I had a new face. My first love and I were now strangers. Watching her approach, I reminisced about the first time we met. It was a cherry blossom campus, and her novel flew with the wind right to my feet. At that moment, I was smitten. Now everything has changed. I can't step forward and can only hide in the corner, watching her quietly. To learn about her, I tirelessly searched online, only to find her novel had been published and won awards.